In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. This week's series on Compliance Tip of the Day comes from my new book, Upping Your Game: How Compliance and Risk Management Can Move into the 2030s and Beyond. It's available on Amazon.com, and I've linked to it in the show notes. Today, we look at embedded compliance and how compliance professionals can use this concept. Traditionally, compliance has been viewed as a siloed function, only doing the compliance thing with compliance data. Well, the ground has shifted on that, and we are now in an era of embedded compliance. The Department of Justice has led this effort beginning in the 2020 update to the evaluation of corporate compliance programs and running through the 2024 ECCP. A siloed approach to compliance not only causes inefficiencies, but frequently results in gaps and oversights that organizations simply cannot afford in our current chaotic regulatory environment. Embedded compliance flips the script, creating a framework where compliance checks, regulatory adherence, and risk controls are woven into the operational workflows. Leveraging powerful combination of API-driven solutions, artificial intelligence, and RegTech tools, embedded compliance promises seamless integration, greater agility, and significantly fewer errors. Today, we will consider why embedded compliance matters and how organizations can integrate compliance directly into their workflow and take practical steps to lead this transformation. The lessons for the compliance professional are to embrace technology as an enabler, not a replacement. AI and automation tools are critical for compliance professionals from repetitive manual tasks. 2, design compliance processes into your business operations from the start. Compliance must not be seen as a postscript. It needs embedding from the inception of any business process. 3, leverage APIs and automation to reduce manual work. Compliance teams should proactively identify repetitive compliance tasks suitable for automation via APIs or robotic process automation, or RPA. 4, maintain data quality and tackle silos. Embedded compliance effectively depends critically on data quality. Compliance professionals must champion data accuracy. And 5, champion a culture of compliance and train for adoption. Embedded compliance successfully requires widespread adoption and cultural buy-in literally throughout your organization. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Well, let's start with embedded compliance marks a significant departure from traditional compliance methods. It presents an exciting opportunity for compliance professionals to become proactive strategic architects of integrated real-time solutions. 2, compliance officers no longer merely enforce rules, but actually shape business processes in their organization. And number 3, by embracing APIs, AI-driven solutions, and principles of compliance by design, compliance teams can help their organization navigate regulatory landscapes with unprecedented agility, effectiveness, and efficiency. The bottom line is that embedded compliance is the wave of the future for compliance. You need to be prepared to jump on this and integrate compliance into your organization. Again, this new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The Compliance Tip of the Day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional materials.